What about the old Mail on Sunday this weekend?
Oh,
had
yeah,
a good
I like this. Yeah,
wizard idea, didn't they? They decided to come up with the Woke List.
Woke List 2023.
Who's on it?
Well, they've done it in sort of sections. So you've got the church. Well, we know who the winner there is.
Justin Wokeby.
Justin Wokeby.
Yeah.
Sport, take a wild guess.
Gary Lineker.
That's the one. Showbiz, Emma Watson.
Yeah, there we go. And Michael Sheen, not forgetting him.
Of course, yeah.
You know.
Emily Maitlis is media, host of the news agent.
She's got a whole section all to herself, hasn't she?
Yes, indeed. And, of course, Law, Johnny and
Of course. The Fox Killer.
Yeah.
We haven't heard from him for a while.
No, he's still running the Good Law.
Surely he must be due to lose another case soon. Yeah. And in business, they've got Carolyn McCall.
Yeah, chief executive of ITV.
What's going on with ITV, by the way? Because your finger is on the pulse of these things.
Well,
what's going on with their investigation?
Look, it's mission accomplished. This is what organisations do when they're in trouble, particularly when they're in trouble because they're trying to be woke, and it turns out they're not very woke.
No.
They announce investigations, internal investigations, and thereby kick the can down the road while everybody forgets. That's what it's all about. But it's all
good news for Ollie Willoughby, isn't it? Because she's now the
$700 grand a year.
The queen of This Morning. Nobody can be a co-host anymore. They can all just revolve around her. She's a bit like the sun, isn't she? She's like all the stars can only go around her, but she is right there in the centre.
I've got nothing against Holly Willoughby. She seems to be a perfectly proficient TV presenter. But ITV's belief that she is this golden girl that the whole nation really loves, and they can revolve This Morning and their daytime schedule around her immense popularity. I've got bad news for ITV. Yeah. She just does not hold that position.
No, and in banking, I wonder who you think they would put in the woke list for that.
Yeah, well...
It's Dame Alison Rose.
Oh, God, what is going on there?
We still haven't worked out yet whether she's getting any money, have we?
The key moment in this ongoing saga, you remember that incredible night where suddenly she admitted, I did talk to a BBC hack. I did betray the most sacred code of banking by revealing a customer's personal private. Yes. I did do that. And the banks have a very serious error of judgment, but she retains our confidence.
Yeah,
what?
I know.
And that bloke, Sir... Howard Davis, the chairman, who gets 750 grand a year, Dame...
Do you know when everybody ever says his name Howard, I always think of that guy who used to do the H-Boss adverts. Yeah. Howard. I always think it's going to be him that emerges out of the doorway. You know?
I've got a friend called Howard Davis, but then again, so does everyone else. It's the most common name in the world. But he gets 750 grand a year, and he announced when they had to humiliatingly change their mind and say, oh, you better go. Right. Sure, she technically resigned, but they were told by the Prime Minister, you get rid of her or you're in big trouble. He said, the only reason we got rid of her was because of the political turmoil. It made us do it. What about you got rid of her because she's useless and she broke the banking code? Arguably, technically, may have broken the law. That's why you should have got rid of her.
Also wiped £1 billion off the shares.
And by the way, while you're at it, Sir Howard, why don't you walk the plank too? Looks like it was your fault to me.
Politics, they've got Sadiq Khan and Humza Useless. Two of the worst politicians I think this nation
I like this list, actually.
It's really good, isn't it? And Sadiq, of course, in the news after we last spoke on Friday morning, because he's now going ahead with his ULEZ BS that was given the go-ahead on Friday by the High Court.
It's just so horrible, that.
Isn't it?
And, you know, we discussed it a lot on Friday and over the weekend, but, you know, old people, disabled people. Old people tend to have old cars, by the way, so do disabled people.
Yes.
They're now going to be charged £12.50 for nipping down the shops in the cars they have to use. Yes. They're not mobile.
Well, most working people don't have brand new cars because they can't afford them. They're pretty expensive, you know what I mean?
Exactly.
Unbelievable.